Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to cover one more component of VPC, that is the NAT gateway. Okay. In our last video we have done practical demonstration of VPC, including many components, that is subnet, that is internet gateway, configuring routing table. Okay, so in this section we are going to cover one more component, that is the NAT gateway, configuring the NAT gateway in a VPC. So what are you expecting? That maximum of you know about the NAT, network address translation. Otherwise we will discuss also about that little bit. So let's start. In last section we designed this topology. Means one is the public subnet that is connected with internet gateway. So what happened? Any instance in this subnet can directly go to internet. Any user can access it from anywhere because it is in the public subnet and connected with internet gateway. We have done practically in last video, so hope you all seen that. If not, please first watch that video. Okay, not that video, please watch complete series of AWS that I am uploading here, having all the theoretical part as well as practical demonstration. We are doing that. So hope clear. Last time we have done this scenario, but this time we are going to design and discuss about this scenario. Suppose one EC2 is here and one EC2 is here. One in the public subnet and one in private subnet. If it is in the public subnet, so any user can access it from anywhere, means can go to internet. But this particular EC2 machine is not in the public subnet, but still need to access internet. Still need to access internet. Then question come, if this machine also need to access internet, then why we don't put it in the public subnet? And why we don't connect it with the internet gateway? Very common question. Answer is that because suppose we have two instances here. This is my web server. So this is my web server. So I need that any one user can reach up to this machine. Any of the user can reach up to this machine or this server. But I don't want to disclose this. Why? This is my internal database server. So I don't want that any user can reach up to this. I don't want this scenario. So I put it in a private network. If any of the requests starting from here, any of the requests starting to go to internet, it is possible. I want that. But if any outside user want to access this server, I don't want to allow that. That's why I put it in a private subnet, because it is my secure database server. But still, when this machine needs to go to internet, Or one more example, like updates on this server. I want to update this server. Windows update, any patch, antivirus update. Okay, so in that case also I need that this machine go to internet. But if any of the request coming from outside, not possible, because it is in the private IP, private subnet. No outside user know about the exact IP of this EC2. So now for that purpose that I want to give access this EC2 to the internet, but don't want to put it in the public subnet. For that purpose we use NAT gateway. NAT gateway enable instance in the private subnet to initiate outbound traffic to the internet or any other AWS service with the help of NAT, network address translation. Okay. If you have any doubt on the NAT, I will give you a link in the description and also in the card. So first please understand about the NAT. I will give you the link in the description as well as in the card also. So please first remember the NAT and one more topic, that is PAT, network address translation and port address translation. So with the help of NAT gateway, what we can do, we can allow the access any outbound traffic from here. Any outbound traffic from here for the internet or any other AWS service, but no inbound traffic allowed. Any user from outside cannot come inside, but if any of the request initiated from here, from my private instance, that is possible to go to internet. Prevent private instance receiving inbound traffic from the internet. Got the point? With the help of NAT, we enable the outbound traffic from this instance to internet or any other AWS service, but prevent inbound traffic. For that purpose, we use NAT gateway. NAT gateway. EC2 is, or any instance is in the private subnet, still can go to internet with the help of NAT gateway. Outbound traffic is okay, but inbound traffic is not allowed. Like it is my public route route table. It is my public route table having the internet gateway. In the next video, I will show you practically also, then it will be more clear to you. But in this video, I just try to explain you about the purpose of NAT gateway. Okay. A NAT gateway is a network address translation service. You can use the NAT gateway so that instance, please try to understand now that I was explaining you in the picture, that instance in the private subnet can connect to the service outside your VPC. Within VPC, everything is okay, either connected to the NAT gateway or internet gateway, no problem. Within VPC, already routing is done. Why VPC is working as a router, as I have discussed in my last theoretical and shown you practically also. So, instance in the private subnet can connect to the service outside your VPC. But external service cannot initiate the connection with those instance that is in the private instance, private subnet. Clear? If any doubt, write me in the comment. I will try to explain you more. So very simple way I have explained you. Here is my private subnet. One instance here can be my database server that I want to disclose to outside users, or for any updates or any patches. So any service initiated from here can go to internet, but any request coming from outside is not possible. So that is the purpose of NAT gateway. Already have discussed, instance in the private subnet can connect to internet through a public NAT gateway, but cannot receive unsolicited inbound connections from the internet. You create a public NAT gateway. Always keep it in mind when we do the practical. NAT gateway is always in the public subnet. Either keep it in mind, it's a very practical as well as interview question, also as an exam point of view. NAT gateway is always configured in public subnet used by the private subnet. Request goes to subnet here, then this gateway forward your traffic to the internet, like working as an intermediate. No person directly come reach here. First you should put request here, then he will say no, I don't know. But any request going from the inside, like a outbound traffic, then it will forward. Okay, you can go. Then any request answer coming from there, it will compare its database and forward the traffic to EC2. If any unknown request from internet, it will not allow that traffic generated from the outside, directly generated from the outside. But if any reply coming against this generated request, then it will forward back to the EC2. Okay, very much clear to you that NAT gateway is always configured in public subnet. So this is clear in a public subnet. And one more thing you have to keep it in mind. Associated with elastic IP address means public IP address with a NAT gateway at creation. Elastic IP means public IP. This EC2 here does not have any public IP, but this gateway must associate it with a public IP or elastic IP, you can say. Not elastic IP, specifically keep in mind. Elastic is static public IP. That is a static public IP. So when next time we do the practical, when we generate the gateway, when we create the gateway, we also demand one IP, public IP from the AWS, and that get associated with this net permanently, fix. But also keep in mind that is chargeable. That will get charged. That is also get charged. Any traffic passing through this gateway also charged. Also you have to pay for that. This elastic IP also have to pay. And one more thing that I want to add on here. When we remove this gateway, if we remove this gateway, when you complete a practical, when you remove this gateway, this elastic IP either get detached from here, but still does not go back to the AWS. It will get attached to your account. Does not get released. So also keep in mind, when you remove your resources, as I told you, please remove all the resources that you create during the practical. Also release this public IP. Otherwise it keep charging. You have to pay the money for that continuously. So as soon as you complete a practical, also release this IP. I will show you that practically next time when we do the practical. So everything is chargeable. So first condition, public sub gateway, public net gateway in the public subnet, and must associate a elastic IP address with net gateway at the creation. So when you create the net gateway, okay, so it must associate with the elastic IP. And last condition, you route net traffic from the net gateway to the internet gateway that I have explained you in the picture for the VPC. Simply, theory is very simple, nothing much complicated. Just create this video, very short video, not so long, to introduce about the roles and conditions of net gateway. So hope it is clear to you. So next video, maybe for the freshers who don't have much experience, can be little difficult to design this topology in the cloud, but I try to make as much as possible to clear to you. Okay, so please keep watching. If you don't see the previous videos, please watch all the videos, how to create the machines and theory of VPC, creation of VPC. Please watch all the videos before you receive next video. That is little difficult, because on that video we have to create, first we have to create this particular VPC, then last video we create only one subnet and we use default subnet, but this time we create two custom subnet, two different subnets, two different route tables, then two different EC2s, and then we create NAT gateway. So can be little lengthy video also. So but hope very soon you will get that video. Till then, be prepared, keep watching, keep practicing till it we have done. Hope informative for you. Thank you very soon you will receive the next video of complete practical demonstration of NAT gateway. Thank you very much.